If you're over 40 and getting stuck under them young killers, this video is for you. I'm not teaching moves, I'm talking about where you rest, where you reset, and where you protect those joints, especially from the pressure from, I don't know, a 25-year-old blue belt killer. Make sure you stay to the end. I got a couple old tricks that help me roll longer, especially with the younger guys. The problem that we're facing with mostly is pace and our ego. We lose rounds oftentimes because we're picking the wrong battles. In this video, I'm gonna tell you exactly where I rest and regroup and how it actually made my jiu-jitsu better. By the way, I'm John Hudson. I'm a purple who competes, teaches, and trains about 7 sessions a week. Again, this isn't how do I do a knee shield, this is more about how do I keep rolling tomorrow and beyond. Positions of rest. This is really important, especially when we're in an active roll. Catching our breath, protecting our joints, a place where you can make decisions, not necessarily technical, but positionally, where are you trying to get to? My 3 safe harbors of where I go: half guard, and of course inserting a knee shield. It gives me a chance to breathe, I get to insert some strong frames, and work to off balance as well. Some people might call it lazy or stalling. Yes, absolutely. I'm an old guy. I need to rest, I need to stall. Half guard and that knee shield, it allows me to do that often. If you're not working a good half guard or a knee shield game, people call it lazy or stalling, but that's exactly what it is. We're old. Who cares what people say? Deal with my knee shield, deal with my half guard, which a lot of people can't because I work a lot of sweeps off of it, which helps an old guy roll. Next thing I roll into, overhook into a butterfly guard. You can hit it from half guard as well, and you can move back and forth from half guard to butterfly, getting yourself a place to rest. If you haven't watched Adam Warzinski very much, I got to attend one of his seminars and I learned his lazy guy butterfly sweep system. Oh my gosh. Not only is it super effective, especially for us older guys, but it pisses young guys off because you hit this thing and they're like, huh, what? And you're on top. The lapel game. I know, lapels. Not many people favor them, especially if you're a white belt or a blue belt, unless you're at a gym where a Brazilian is your coach, which is what I have. Now the lapel game, if you're not aware of it, it's awesome. Imagine taking a lapel, wrapping up a 25-year-old, 250-pound blue belt who's also a sheriff and pissed off. You know, so you can tie him up with a lapel, you can buy time with a lasso guard, spider guard, gets you in a position to help off balance, buy time, and reset. If you like my video so far, consider subscribing. Thanks. Round management rules. Oftentimes, we're only going 5 minutes. However, at my gym, we have a minute or less in between rounds. So a couple things that I do to kind of buy time and make sure my ego is checked. First thing is, if I've had a hard round, I'm taking the next one off. I do not care if coach says you can rest at home. Coach is not 49, gonna be 50. Screw you, bud, I'm taking a break. Picking partners is also very important. I don't care what your ego says or if no one's left. If you don't wanna roll with that guy, maybe just say, let's drill, or just sit out. Who cares? Our job is to roll tomorrow and not let our egos get in the way. It happens though. It just happened to me last night. I got my ankle popped by a white belt on a toe hold. I showed him. Good news is, ankle feels better than it did before. Weird, I know. Old guy stuff. The 2 veteran moves I use to buy some time, especially right now because we have 5 guys in camp getting ready for tournaments. The oldest one's like 41 years old. What I do is if we get a tap in the round, I retie my gi pants. When you got to retie your gi pants, you got to retie your belt, get organized, you know, put them all around. And it buys you some time to get that extra breath. The other thing that I do is I'll pretend I have something gross in my mouth, especially on those no gi days. I'll pretend something is gross in my mouth and I'll get a water, right? Or if you're a gum chewer, just be like, oh, I forgot to spit my gum out. And you can go spit your gum out real quick, buys you a little bit of time to kind of get that extra rest to start the round again. If you have questions, drop them. I appreciate you checking out the video. We're old guy flow, baby. We'll see you at the next one.